What is up, guys? Tyson DELACRUZ here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. CNN anchors are having a meltdown over big balls, and we're going to talk about it. Shout out to everybody watching. Drop your comments down below. Watch CNN. This is probably one of the greatest moments on television, and it's actually trending right now across the intro web. Big balls. Watch CNN absolutely have a meltdown over this.
Latest story is it focuses on a 19-year-old software engineer working at Doge, someone whose past associations that you have looked into, such that they are at 19, would call into question passing a background check. Of course, that hasn't happened in these cases, but would normally happen in a case with access like this.
One would hope, yes. So this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online. So that would be one way that we could refer to him. He is now working at Musk's behest inside Doge. And we looked into his background. And so we found, several notable things, Aaron, one of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.Sexy LLC, which he established in 2021. He would have been around 16 years old. Now, this LLC controls dozens of web domains, a handful of which are registered to Russia. Now, that in and of itself is not necessarily illegal, but every expert we spoke to said that that is exactly the kind of thing, those kinds of foreign connections that would raise red flags on a background check. Now, he also worked at a network monitoring firm that is known for hiring reformed black hat hackers, essentially criminals. And lastly, we uncovered Telegram messages that we've linked to this individual in which that Telegram user is soliciting a cyber attack for hire. So actually looking for someone to perform a cyber attack at their behest.
And Telegram, of course, is heavily used in Russia. I mean, it's a definitional social media platform there.
Telegram's used in America too.
You hear this, and you have known Elon Musk for years.
Doge teen,
so now you look at these young men who are now in data and in the private information about maybe hundreds of millions of American citizens as young as 19, the big balls here that Katie's talking about. Most of them are in their early 20s. There's an exception I'm going to get to in a minute. I'm curious, though, Kara, how well does even Musk know these young men, do you think?
I have no idea. I think there is no vetting whatsoever, as you can see, that's taken place. It took Katie and the really great team Wired.
All these women look dusty.
I could make a joke that's probably why he was hired for all this ridiculous nonsense and other nefarious things. But, there's an expression in technology. It's a feature, not a bug. This is what they do. They are careless. I don't believe any bit of them when they say they vetted these people. And they're people that will listen to whatever Elon says and do whatever he wants and thinks it's a ball to do this and very funny. And so they're willing to do things say adults wouldn't be willing to do or cross lines that they wouldn't be. He wants these malleable young men in particular in order to do this. And they think it's fun, and it probably is for them.
Just to hear CNN say a Doge employee or employee of Elon's is named Big Balls on cable network. And to see these left media journalists, be up in arms. Those women look dusty. What I mean by dusty is that they haven't had some sex in a while, They dusty between the thighs. They dusty old women. This reminds me of this situation right here that also happened on CNN. We have my personal favorite, Scott Jennings on CNN. He basically owns that table there. But this woman right here, listen to what she had to say.
Not have the same opportunity as you. I know I don't.
And you know
and
that
I know
too.
Let's go.
And you know that
let me just tell you about me.
I'm gonna finish, but I want to answer this.
I'm not talking about how you feel. I'm talking about how I feel. Me, a black woman in this country.
But not in this city.
And I will run. And if you want
I'm a New Yorker, not in this city. You cannot say that. You
I
can't
will
say that in this city. I have a.
I'm not talking about New York. I'm talking about actually
let her finish.
right here.
Let her finish.
I got a law degree, a master's, and 2 bachelors. Probably more education than all of y'all added up together at this table,
Fine
right?
by me.
And I have always been the least paid person on payroll at every institution I have worked in. And it's not
Even
because
in the White House?
even in the White House.
Well, whose fault is that? I don't think you worked for George W. or Trump.
Well, guess wasn't what happened when I was there. DEI.
Oh shit. Oh shit, honey. Guess what I got? I got me a law degree. I got me a basket weaving degree. I got me an underwater aquatic sand location degree. Girl. Listen, woman, it don't matter how many degrees you got. Okay? Are you qualified for the job? Okay? At least in my experience, what I've seen is that people who have a bunch of degrees, they are well studied. They are well studied. They are good students. Doesn't mean they're gonna make the bread. Doesn't mean you're gonna make the paper. Okay? Just because you're it sounds to me like you're overeducated. And you haven't implemented jack into your career. Okay? It doesn't matter how many degrees you got. Okay? You got a symmetric sewing degree. Okay, girlfriend? It don't matter. Listen, what type of qualifications do you have for the job? And she goes on to say that I'm the least paid person. Probably because your attitude, okay? You come into this table doing all this.
I have the same opportunity as you.
Doing all this right here.
Let me just tell you.
Let me just tell you right here. Let me just tell you right here. Okay? Probably because your attitude. Okay? Because you probably bring that attitude into the workplace. Secondly, you're overeducated. Okay? Just because you got all them degrees doesn't mean that you're going to take the bag home. Okay? You just saw it in that previous clip. 19 years old, owned companies. Okay, 19 years old. He probably didn't even go to college. He's well studied in the real life. Okay, the education system. Don't let me get into the education system because you're studying answers to get good grades. That doesn't qualify you for a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge advocate of learning trades and learning particular trades. Or if you're going to school to become a doctor or a lawyer, yeah, you got to get educated. Yeah, you got to understand the law. But if you want to take the bag home, if you want to make some money, this is apparently what she's complaining about because she says, I am the least.
I'm not talking about New York. I'm talking about actually
let her finish.
right here. I got a law degree, a master's, and 2 bachelors. Probably more education than all of y'all added up
Good
together
for
on
you.
this table,
Fine
right?
by me.
And I have always been the least paid person on payroll at every institution.
Probably because you spent half your damn life in school and you don't have any actual experience, woman. Okay? Sit your butt down, man. Get you some experience. Or bring value to the marketplace. Anyways, in big balls we trust. Drop it down in the comment section down below. CNN having an absolute meltdown over big balls. Smash the like button, share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.